Okay, so recently I started watching Kamen Rider because it started popping up on my TikTok and stuff like that. Um, the first Kamen Rider I'm watching right now is called, I think, Kamen Rider 01. Yes, Kamen Rider 01 with Cricket, Cricket, the Cricket Kamen Rider. It was really cool with the wolf, the I think she's called the speeding bullet. I'm not sure. You don't remember. I got to finish watching it and then watch the movies. I really like it. I grew up watching Power Rangers, but to me, I didn't really like Power Rangers because it's normally the same thing every single time. They got a story, but then they don't actually stick to it. Like in I think it's Dino Charge. Like if they got a problem with this specific member in the team, like they got this habit, and then after they finish the conclusion and he doesn't do it anymore, in the next episode he will still be doing it, and it they don't stick to the story that they normally do. That's why I liked Megaforce. Megaforce, they actually had a story and they stick to it throughout the whole story, leading up to a big conclusion. And I actually like that. They always have something big at near the end or at the end. They always got small betrayals or whatever. Yada yada yada. But Kamen Rider, watching Kamen Rider actually was cool to me because when they were doing this when they are doing the story, they make sure they got a whole previously or whatever. They tell you what happened before the episode, and they got a second part to that episode. They make sure they stick to the story that they're doing, and it's like a live action anime where the people in there are quirky as hell, weird, but is enjoyable. The one that I'm watching is about this comedian kid that wants to make people smile, but I think he got fired from this comedian gig he got at the amusement store, and his grandfather died. Grandfather was the owner of this android making company where they made a bunch of androids. Y'all gotta watch it. Y'all gotta watch it. But anyways, let's not waste your time. Let me introduce y'all to the thing that I'm watching. The thing that I started to enjoy. Getting in depth. If you want me to watch something, comment down below so I can react to what y'all want me to react. Like, subscribe, help me grow my channel, nurture it like a plant, and let us start.
Okay, so let me tell you about Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
With this franchise being nearly 50 years old, alongside having over 30 seasons plus movies, specials, and crossovers,
Yeah.
it may seem overwhelming at first, but that's what this video is for. Starting with the basics, there are 3 eras of Kamen Rider. The Showa era, from 1971's Kamen Rider, also referred to as Ichigo, to the theatrical Kamen Rider J. The Heisei era, from 2000's Kamen Rider Kuga to 2019's Kamen Rider Geo. And the Reiwa era, from 2019's Kamen Rider 01 onward. Aside from being easily organizable, each era has its own style that can appeal to anyone, but where do you start? Each season is standalone for the most part, so you can really begin anywhere. Kamen Riders do appear a lot more together during a Showa era season, while the Heisei era has crossovers during movies. But again, you can basically start anywhere without worrying about watching anything prior. Now what to watch specifically? The absolute main #1 thing I always recommend is whatever looks cool to you.
Yeah.
Did you grow up with older monster movies and enjoy the classic feel of the Showa era? Do you like a more modern look with the Reiwa era? Maybe you like the drama of early Heisei, or the visual style of Heisei's later half. Does a particular suit stand out to you? What about the motif? Have you ever come across a cool clip and wanted to watch where it came from? Honestly, whatever interests and appeals to you is an easy start, especially since I think any season can appeal to generally anyone. Every season has a great cast, wonderful stories to be invested in, and of course, fantastic action. I'd advise against avoiding seasons just because someone else didn't like it. Who knows, maybe it could become your favorite. Everyone has their own opinion, so please, enjoy what you want. Although, if you're still stuck on what to watch, then here are a few seasons I can recommend. Kamen Rider Double O's and Forze are the first 3 seasons of what's known as Heisei Phase 2, or Neo Heisei. They're the easiest to get into since they're episodic while having overarching mysteries that keep you saying, just one more episode. You might be interested in Double's detective stories that has 2 people become one Kamen Rider. Or the story of a wanderer who teams up with a monster to fight the manifestation of human desires in Kamen Rider O's. Or a high schooler who juggles class and making friends with absolutely everyone while fighting monsters along the way with Kamen Rider Forze. There's a lot to love with these 3, especially their cast and their heartfelt journeys. Having cool suits helps too.
Yes,
Earlier
definitely.
when I said that each era has their own style, that can also apply to the Heisei era's early and later halves, often referred to as Heisei Phase 1 and Phase 2. Early Heisei has more of a dramatic and serious tone compared to the later half, but that's not to say Phase 2 can't be serious either. Kamen Rider Kuga might be the closest to a J-drama as it follows a lone rider fighting human-like monsters that are trying to play deadly games. It's a slower paced season, but those quieter moments make you enjoy the little things, like a thumbs up from our hero. Another easy recommendation is Kamen Rider Dan-O, where an accident-prone young man is thrust into a time-traveling train as he makes friends with monsters, while going through touching moments that I haven't experienced anywhere else. Of course, I'm not going over every single season. These 5 are just the easiest I can recommend to you for Heisei. As for Reiwa, then the next thing I can say is to watch any current season. Yeah, that's it. Showa era is just a fun time. Ichigo's cheesy yet sincere episodicness is great. Kamen Rider Stronger has some classic action. Kamen Rider Black and Black RX are well regarded by having great stories to follow. Kamen Rider ZO is a movie you can just sit down and enjoy with touching characters. These may be older than some are used to, but they shouldn't be skipped. Or at the very least, appreciate how far we've come with the franchise. Oh yeah, there are a few outliers I want to bring up as you continue your Rider journey. There was an American adaptation of Kamen Rider Ryuki called Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. I personally really loved it, since it still feels like a Kamen Rider season, with great characters, story, certain tropes, and action, just with English actors. It's very unique, especially compared to its Japanese counterpart. And there is another American adaptation called Saban's Masked Rider. We don't talk about that one. The last two I want to bring up are anniversary seasons. Kamen Rider Decade and Kamen Rider Geo for Heisei Phase 1 and 2 respectively. I did say you can start anywhere. While these aren't major exceptions, you should take these with caution anyway. Mostly with Kamen Rider Geo. Decade has a couple cameos from previous writers, but he travels through alternate versions of past Rider seasons, so in a way, it's like a small taste of them. On the other hand, Geo has cameos galore and brings up a lot of past events, some of which kind of expect you to know. Again, you can watch these anniversary seasons, just be wary of them. With all that being said, there is so much I didn't bring up, since these are my personal recommendations. You can start your Kamen Rider journey anywhere you like, and I think you'll enjoy this Karate Bugman series. If there's anything you're interested in, then let me know. And to those who are already fans, then talk about your recommendations too. Just remember to be inclusive and don't tell anyone to avoid any certain season. See you next time.
See you next time too, buddy. Okay, so what I'm gonna say is that I really like Kamen Rider. When you said there's touching moments in it, when I first watched it, I didn't expect them to like hurt people, cause in Power Rangers, people don't really get hurt, or you don't really see much people at all. You might see them in the background, maybe run away, but you don't see them normally get hurt or them saving people. Like they get crushed under a building and they will go and lift them off. You would see like the scars and the blood coming out their mouths, that type of thing. I was not expecting that. And there was this episode where I'm in 01. I think is where one of the robots actually died trying to. I think it was the detective brother. He went to help the other robot sister, the new gen sister that normally helps the MC, and I actually felt in my chest because to me he was kind of fun. They just met this guy. He was helping them from the start, and he died, and I felt it in my chest. Felt it, really, really felt it. Kind of was sad. They had a lot of sad moments, like spoilers. If I were to say spoilers, but there was the evil guys. They're trying to kill humanity, but then there's two of them. One of them is the son of the robot, not really son, like biologic, bio. You know what I'm trying to say, but anyways, there. I think he made him. I'm not really fully sure on that, but the main antagonist actually died, and when the other one found out, he was really sad and stuff. He went to go for his body. He didn't even care if he was getting beaten up. He just went straight to his body, and it was really sad. And like couple episodes, he ended up dying. I think he ended up dying too, and the main antagonist came back again. He came back alive, but at the moment I'm not finished watching the series. I'm not even halfway through the series. That's how long it is. I think it's like 60 episodes, and they have them like I think two movies and couple specials, and then they got the others story. The other story is like the characters that the MC fights with and stuff like that. They have stories for them, like the wolf and the speeding girl. I don't think they have one for her, but still. And then they have the special with Arc One. Yeah, I like Arc One. I saw a picture of it, not on TikTok. I was just trying to find out which one I would start with on Google, and went in the images and I saw this really cool looking white one, and I really liked it. But the one that I start with was 01. Yeah, I started with the 01, but I am going to go to the old one, like old triple O, Kamen Rider triple O. The O's are whatever. I want to go and watch those ones. I'm not going to go to the really old ones. Nah, I'm good. I can't sit down and really watch things like that, like really old things. But I'm not being disrespectful. I like I like that they've been growing this stuff, improving over the years and stuff like that. But the first Kamen Rider I ever watched was called Kamen Rider Black Sun. It's basically a darker version of Kamen Rider. It was a reboot to the Kamen Rider Black series, and it was kind of darkish, you know. It started off with them doing an operation on the table with the two kids. It was really kind of sad to me, but it was still cool. I hope you enjoy the video. Please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I advise you please check out Kamen Rider, because it's actually really cool. And maybe check out Super Sentai too, because I think they do like crossovers. If you don't know what Super Sentai is basically Japan. It's Power Rangers. That's what Super Sentai is. It's Power Rangers. The Japanese version of Power Rangers. yeah, that's what it is. It's still fun to this day. Really, really fun. Please check out my Twitch. The name is right here. And that's all for now. See y'all later. Bye.